Sometimes in life we find ourselves walking a path where it feels like we're alone. No one by our side, no friends to call. And if we're not careful, we start to believe that being alone means something is wrong with us. But I'm here to tell you today that your worth has never been defined by how many people surround you. There is power in solitude. There's a strength that comes from learning how to stand on your own 2 feet without needing the approval, the affirmation, or the company of others. You see, when you learn to be comfortable in your own skin, you become unshakable. They can talk, they can walk away, but you will stand. Now, hear me when I say this life isn't about collecting people. It's about finding those few real ones. Quality over quantity. It's better to have no friends than to be surrounded by those who don't add value to your life. Don't waste your time, your energy on people who don't see you for the greatness that's inside you. And when you're by yourself, that's when the magic happens. That's when you get to reflect. Who am I really? What do I stand for? Without distractions, you see, you've got the gift of getting to know the real you, and that is priceless. You might be thinking, but it's hard. It's lonely. Trust the process. Trust the season you're in. Sometimes the greatest blessings come after a season of being alone. Solitude can be the doorway to growth, transformation. But you got to trust that what's meant for you will come in time. Guard your energy. Not everyone deserves to be in your circle. It's okay to be selective. Because here's the truth, not everyone is meant to walk this journey with you. Some people will drain you, distract you, pull you away from your purpose. And speaking of purpose, when you focus on what you're called to do, people who share your vision, your passion, they'll come. Your purpose is magnetic. When you step into your power, you won't need to chase people. The right ones will find you. But listen to me, don't close yourself off. Just because you're alone today doesn't mean you always will be. Keep your heart soft. Stay kind. Stay open. The future holds connections you can't even imagine right now, but it starts with how you carry yourself today. And finally, celebrate where you are, right here, right now. Your journey is uniquely yours. It's beautiful, even when it's difficult. And just because you don't have people around you doesn't mean you're any less amazing. You are strong. You are enough. And the world, it hasn't seen the best of you yet. Self-worth is something that no one can take away from you, and it's not up for debate. It's not tied to the people who come and go in your life. It's not defined by your relationships, your career, or how others see you. Your value, your significance comes from within, and once you truly understand that, you become unstoppable. People will always have opinions. Some will support you, others won't. And that's fine. But they're opinions. They don't dictate your worth. Society tells us to measure ourselves based on external things, whether it's how many friends we have, what kind of job we do, or even how we look. But none of that can ever truly define who you are at the core. Your value is inherent. It's in the fact that you exist, that you breathe, that you have potential, dreams, and the capacity to make an impact in this world. No matter what happens around you, your self-worth stays solid. It's like a foundation unshaken by external forces. People may walk away from you. Friends may betray you. Life may not always go as planned. But none of that changes the fact that you are enough just as you are. You don't have to earn your worth by being liked, by being successful, or by being perfect. It's already yours simply because you are here. This is why your self-worth can't be negotiated. You don't give anyone the power to determine your value. They didn't create you. They don't know your journey. And they certainly don't know the depth of your spirit. So why would you let them define your worth? When you own this truth, you stop seeking validation from the outside world. You stop bending over backward to fit in or to be accepted. You realize that you don't need anyone else's approval to be complete. You start living for you, making decisions based on what feels right for your soul, not what makes others happy. Once you truly grasp the concept that your self-worth is non-negotiable, you walk through life differently. You're no longer afraid of being alone. You're not shaken by rejection or criticism because you know that none of that takes away from your value. You stand firm in who you are, and you attract people and opportunities that align with your sense of self. Ultimately, your self-worth is your power. It's what carries you through difficult times. It's what fuels you when you feel like you have nothing left. And when you fully understand that your worth is not up for negotiation, you start to live in a way that's free, bold, and unapologetic. You know who you are, and nothing can shake that foundation. When you spend time alone, you start to realize that you are your own greatest ally. You don't need constant validation or companionship to feel whole. Instead, you learn to rely on yourself, to trust your instincts, and to navigate through life with confidence. Solitude teaches you independence. You don't need anyone to complete you because you are already complete. In fact, it's in the absence of others that you often find clarity about who you are, what you want, and what truly matters to you. Being alone doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong enough to stand on your own. It forces you to confront the parts of yourself that you might normally avoid when surrounded by others. There's no one to distract you from your insecurities, your doubts, or your dreams. In solitude, you're left with your own reflection. And that's where the hard work begins. It's where you start to understand your worth and develop the mental and emotional strength to face life's challenges head on. There's a resilience that comes from being comfortable with yourself. When you're alone, you're not depending on others for happiness or fulfillment. You learn to create your own joy, to build your own peace. And this internal strength is something that no one can take away from you. People may come and go, but the strength you gain in solitude stays with you. It becomes a part of who you are, carrying you through the ups and downs of life. That solitude also gives you space to focus on your goals, your passions, and your purpose. It strips away distractions and gives you the time to concentrate on what really matters. Without the constant input of others, you can hear your own voice more clearly. You can take the time to reflect, to plan, and to move forward with intention. In those moments of solitude, you build the strength to pursue your dreams without needing anyone's approval or support. And here's the thing, when you come out of that solitude, you're stronger. You walk differently. You move with a sense of purpose and confidence that can't be shaken by the opinions or actions of others. You know that you can stand on your own, and that gives you power. You're no longer afraid of being alone because you've learned that solitude isn't something to fear. It's something to embrace. In solitude, you find your true strength not in the company of others, but in the quiet moments where it's just you and your thoughts. That's where you discover what you're truly made of. We're often led to believe that having more is better, more friends, more connections, more people in our corner. But when it comes to relationships, it's not about how many people you have around you. It's about the quality of those connections. One or two genuine, meaningful relationships can be far more valuable than a crowd of acquaintances who don't truly know or care about you. Having a lot of people around doesn't guarantee support, understanding, or loyalty. Sometimes being surrounded by too many people can actually dilute the depth of your relationships. You end up spreading yourself too thin, trying to please everyone, and in the process, you might find that no one is really there for you in the ways that matter most. A small circle of true friends, people who really get you, who show up when it counts, who love you for who you are, those are the relationships that bring real value to your life. At the end of the day, life is about connections that feed your soul, not just fill your time. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you to grow, who uplift you when you're down, and who celebrate your successes with genuine joy. These are the relationships that add real value to your life, far more than having a large group of people who may not really know you or care deeply for you. Choosing quality over quantity means you prioritize depth over surface level connections. It means you invest in people who invest in you, creating bonds that last. It's about knowing that even if you only have one or two true friends, that's more than enough, because the strength of those relationships can carry you through life's toughest challenges. It's not about having a lot of people around, it's about having the right people, the ones who truly matter. Self-reflection is one of the most powerful tools for personal growth. It's the process of looking inward, taking the time to truly understand yourself, your thoughts, emotions, actions, and motivations. When you embrace self-reflection, you open the door to greater self-awareness, which is the foundation of becoming the best version of yourself. In a world that's always moving fast, it's easy to get caught up in the noise, to let the opinions of others or the demands of life drown out your own voice. But when you take the time to reflect, you step back from all of that and give yourself the space to focus on what's really going on inside. Self-reflection allows you to pause and evaluate where you are and where you're headed. It gives you a chance to ask important questions. Am I on the right path? Are the choices I'm making aligned with my values? What am I doing well? And where do I need to improve? These are questions that help you make sense of your experiences, learn from your mistakes, and recognize patterns that might be holding you back. By looking inward, you gain clarity about what truly matters to you and what changes you need to make to live a more intentional, fulfilling life. When you reflect on your actions and decisions, you begin to understand why you do the things you do. You uncover the motivations behind your behavior, whether they're rooted in fear, insecurity, or a genuine desire to grow. This kind of insight is invaluable because it helps you make better choices moving forward. You start to recognize the areas of your life that need attention and healing. Maybe you've been repeating the same mistakes in relationships, or perhaps you've been avoiding a difficult truth about yourself. Self-reflection gives you the courage to face these things head on, to address them, and to grow from them. One of the most important aspects of self-reflection is that it helps you take responsibility for your life. Instead of blaming external circumstances or other people for your struggles, you begin to see how your own actions and attitudes have contributed to where you are. This doesn't mean being overly critical of yourself, but rather being honest. Self-reflection isn't about judgment, it's about understanding. When you embrace it, you develop the ability to see yourself with clarity and compassion. You acknowledge your strengths, but you also confront your weaknesses with the intention to improve. Self-reflection is also key to building emotional intelligence. When you take the time to examine your feelings and reactions, you gain a better understanding of your emotional triggers. You start to notice how certain situations affect you and why. This awareness allows you to respond to challenges with more control and thoughtfulness rather than reacting impulsively. It's a process that helps you become more mindful, more present in your life. You learn to listen to your inner voice, to trust your intuition, and to be more in tune with your emotional needs. Another benefit of self-reflection is that it helps you appreciate your progress. Sometimes we're so focused on what we haven't achieved that we forget how far we've come. When you regularly reflect on your journey, you can see the growth, the small wins, and the lessons learned along the way. It gives you perspective and helps you stay grounded. Even during difficult times, you start to realize that every step, even the missteps, has contributed to your development. By embracing self-reflection, you also cultivate a deeper sense of purpose. When you know yourself well, you can make decisions that are more aligned with your true desires and values. You stop living on autopilot and start living with intention. You begin to shape your life according to what truly fulfills you, not based on external pressures or expectations. It's a process that leads to greater fulfillment because you're living in harmony with who you really are. Ultimately, self-reflection is an ongoing practice. It's not something you do once and forget about. It's a continuous journey of learning, adapting, and growing. By making it a regular part of your life, you create space for personal development and transformation. You become more self-aware, more resilient, and more in control of your own destiny. Trusting the process means having faith that everything you're going through is leading you somewhere important, even if you can't see it right now. Life doesn't always go according to plan, and there will be times when things feel uncertain, difficult, or even unfair. But trusting the process is about believing that every step, no matter how challenging or confusing, is part of a bigger picture. It's knowing that growth often comes from discomfort and that progress doesn't always happen in a straight line. When things don't go the way we expect, it's easy to get frustrated, to question ourselves, or to lose hope. But those moments of struggle are often where the most valuable lessons lie. Trusting the process means understanding that setbacks are not failures, but opportunities to learn, to adapt, and to grow stronger. It's about recognizing that what feels like a delay or a detour might actually be necessary to prepare you for what's ahead. Sometimes the things that take the longest to manifest are the things that shape you the most. Trusting the process requires patience. It's about embracing the idea that not everything happens on your timeline, and that's okay. We live in a world that's obsessed with instant results, but true progress takes time. Whether you're working towards a personal goal, healing from a difficult experience, or trying to build something meaningful, the results won't always come overnight. But that doesn't mean the work you're doing isn't valuable or that progress isn't being made. The process itself, the effort, the persistence, the small daily actions is what leads to eventual success. It's important to understand that just because you can't see immediate results, it doesn't mean nothing is happening. Think about a seed planted in the ground. For a long time, it looks like nothing is happening. But underneath the surface, it's taking root, gathering strength, and preparing to break through the soil. In life, there are many moments when it feels like nothing is moving forward, but in reality, things are aligning, shifting, and taking shape in ways you may not yet see. Trusting the process is having the patience to wait for that breakthrough, knowing it's coming. There's also an element of surrender in trusting the process. It's about letting go of the need to control every detail and trusting that things will work out as they're meant to. This doesn't mean being passive or giving up. On the contrary, it means doing your part, putting in the work, staying committed, and showing up every day, but not getting discouraged when you can't immediately see the results. It's understanding that there's a natural rhythm to life, and sometimes the best thing you can do is to step back and allow things to unfold in their own time. Trusting the process also means embracing uncertainty. There will be times when the path ahead is unclear, when you don't know what's going to happen next or how things will turn out. It's in these moments that trusting the process becomes crucial. You might not have all the answers, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep moving forward, even if the steps feel small or unsure. Trusting the process is about having confidence in yourself, in your journey, even when you don't have a clear map in front of you. It's also about perspective. Sometimes when you're in the middle of a challenge, it's hard to see the bigger picture. You might feel stuck or like you're not making any progress. But when you step back and look at your life as a whole, you often realize that the difficult moments were the ones that shaped you, the ones that pushed you to grow in ways you never would have otherwise. Trusting the process means believing that even the hard times are part of your growth and that one day you'll look back and see how far you've come. At the heart of trusting the process is resilience. It's about keeping your faith, your hope, and your determination alive, even when things don't go as planned. It's about continuing to believe in yourself and your journey, no matter how long it takes. Every experience, every setback, every victory, it's all part of a process that's shaping you into the person you're meant to become. Guarding your energy is about being intentional with how you spend your time, focus, and emotional resources. Your energy is one of your most valuable assets, and it directly influences your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. When you give too much of it away, whether to people, situations, or habits that drain you, you end up depleted, stressed, and often feeling lost. That's why it's essential to protect your energy, to be mindful of where and how you invest it, because not everything and everyone deserves your attention. We all encounter people who lift us up and others who bring us down. There are relationships that energize and inspire, and then there are those that leave you feeling exhausted or diminished. Guarding your energy means being selective about who you allow into your life. It's not about shutting people out, but about recognizing which relationships add value and which ones only take without giving anything back. You don't owe your energy to everyone, and it's okay to distance yourself from those who drain you, whether it's through negativity, constant demands, or lack of reciprocity. There's also the issue of how you spend your time. Time is finite, and how you choose to use it affects your energy levels. You can't pour into others or focus on your goals if you're constantly distracted or involved in things that don't serve you. Guarding your energy means prioritizing what truly matters: your goals, your peace of mind, and your personal growth. It's about saying no to things that pull you away from what's important, even if it's difficult. This can be anything from toxic environments, unnecessary drama, or habits that drain you rather than recharge you. Energy isn't just about what you do, it's also about how you think. Your thoughts shape your reality, and constantly dwelling on negative ideas, doubts, or fears can drain you faster than any external situation. Guarding your energy also means guarding your mind. Be mindful of the thoughts you entertain. Practice shifting your focus away from what depletes you emotionally and mentally and towards what uplifts you. This could involve replacing negative self-talk with affirmations or avoiding constant exposure to stressful news or content. Another aspect of guarding your energy is setting boundaries. People will always have expectations, demands, and needs, but you have to determine how much of yourself you can give without losing your balance. Boundaries are not about being selfish, they're about self-preservation. When you establish clear limits with others, you're not only protecting your energy, but also teaching people how to treat you. Boundaries help prevent burnout, resentment, and emotional exhaustion because they allow you to prioritize your well-being without feeling guilty. Guarding your energy also means taking care of your body. Physical energy is closely tied to mental and emotional energy, so it's essential to listen to your body's needs. Whether that means getting enough rest, eating well, exercising, or simply taking a break when you're feeling overwhelmed, self-care plays a huge role in how much energy you have to give. If you're constantly running on empty, pushing yourself beyond your limits, you won't have the capacity to show up fully in other areas of your life. It's also important to remember that not every battle is yours to fight. Sometimes we get pulled into conflicts or situations that don't align with our values or goals. Engaging in these unnecessary battles can be a major drain on your energy. Guarding your energy means knowing when to walk away from situations that don't serve your higher purpose. It's about choosing peace over conflict and not wasting energy on things that don't truly matter in the bigger picture of your life. Guarding your energy isn't just about defense, it's also about investing in the right things. Put your energy into relationships that nurture you, activities that inspire you, and goals that move you forward. When you invest your energy wisely, you'll notice that you feel more fulfilled, more at peace, and more in control of your life. You'll also have more to give to the people and causes that truly matter because you're no longer wasting your energy on things that drain you. In the end, guarding your energy is about self-respect. It's recognizing that your energy is precious and that it deserves to be treated with care. When you protect your energy, you give yourself the space to grow, to heal, and to thrive. You become more focused, more resilient, and more capable of achieving what you set out to do because you're not constantly depleted by the wrong people, habits, or situations. It's a powerful act of self-love to protect your energy and to choose every day to invest it where it truly matters. Redefining connection means looking beyond the surface level of relationships and seeking deeper, more meaningful bonds. In a world where it's easy to mistake constant communication for true connection, it's important to realize that quantity doesn't equal quality. Genuine connection is about more than just being around people or talking to them. It's about truly understanding and being understood, sharing experiences and emotions that create lasting bonds. So often we think connection is about how many people we can keep in touch with or how often we interact, but real connection goes far beyond that. It's not about how frequently you talk, but about the depth of those conversations. Are you really listening? Are you being present? Are you allowing yourself to be vulnerable and open with the people you care about? True connection requires a level of authenticity and emotional investment that can't be replaced by surface level interactions. To redefine connection, we have to start by being more intentional. It's easy to get caught up in the busyness of life, responding to messages, scrolling through social media, and thinking we're staying connected. But how much of that is meaningful? How much of that creates a real bond? When you redefine connection, you focus on quality over quantity. You prioritize spending time with people who uplift you, who understand you, and who you can be your true self around. It's about making an effort to go deeper in your relationships, to ask the important questions, and to really be there for one another. Another important aspect of redefining connection is vulnerability. We often avoid being too open or sharing too much because it feels risky, but real connection happens when we allow ourselves to be seen for who we really are. When you let down your guard and share your true thoughts, feelings, and struggles, you give others the chance to connect with you on a deeper level. Vulnerability creates trust, and trust is the foundation of meaningful relationships. It's not always easy, but the strongest connections come from the moments when we are most honest and open. Redefining connection also means understanding that it's not just about physical presence. Sometimes the deepest connections can be formed even when you're not in the same place as someone else. It's about the emotional and mental presence you bring to the relationship. You can feel more connected to someone far away if the emotional bond is strong than to someone you see every day but don't share anything meaningful with. It's about being there in spirit, supporting each other through life's challenges, and showing up when it matters most, whether in person or from afar. Connection is also about listening, really listening, not just to respond, but to understand. When you're engaged in a conversation, are you truly hearing what the other person is saying? Are you paying attention to their emotions, their body language, their unspoken needs? True connection happens when we take the time to understand someone else's perspective, to empathize, and to respond with care and intention. This kind of connection fosters trust and makes the other person feel valued and understood, which is essential for any deep relationship. The power of purpose is one of the most transformative forces in life. It gives direction, meaning, and a reason to push through even the hardest challenges. When you have a clear sense of purpose, it acts like a compass, guiding you through uncertainty and keeping you focused on what truly matters. Purpose gives your life a sense of fulfillment, a deeper understanding of why you do what you do, and it fuels your motivation to keep going, even when the road gets tough. Purpose provides clarity. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to get lost or sidetracked by things that don't really serve you. But when you have a strong sense of purpose, it becomes much easier to prioritize your time and energy. You know what aligns with your goals and values, and you can make decisions with confidence. Purpose helps you stay focused on the bigger picture, allowing you to move through life with intention rather than just going through the motions. Having a purpose also gives you resilience. Life is full of obstacles, setbacks, and unexpected challenges. Without a purpose, it's easy to feel defeated when things don't go as planned. But when you're driven by something bigger than yourself, something meaningful, you find the strength to keep pushing forward. Purpose turns obstacles into opportunities for growth because you're not just focused on the immediate difficulty, you're driven by a long-term vision of what you want to achieve or contribute. It's that sense of why that keeps you going when the how gets hard. Purpose brings a deeper sense of fulfillment. There's a difference between just achieving goals and living a life of purpose. Achievements can be satisfying, but without a deeper reason behind them, that satisfaction is often short-lived. Purpose, on the other hand, provides lasting fulfillment because it's not just about checking things off a list, it's about making an impact, whether in your own life or in the lives of others. When your actions are aligned with your purpose, even small victories feel significant and your work feels meaningful. Purpose also connects you to others. Often, a person's purpose is tied to serving or impacting others in some way. Whether it's through your work, relationships, or contributions to your community, having a purpose that extends beyond yourself creates a sense of belonging and interconnectedness. It helps you see how your actions affect those around you and can inspire you to be more compassionate, empathetic, and motivated to make a difference. Purpose-driven people often inspire others to find their own sense of purpose, creating a ripple effect of positivity and impact. One of the most powerful aspects of purpose is how it shapes your identity. When you know your purpose, it becomes a part of who you are. It defines your values, your decisions, and the way you approach life. It gives you a sense of direction that isn't easily shaken by external circumstances. This strong sense of identity allows you to navigate challenges with a clear understanding of who you are and what you stand for. Purpose grounds you, giving you the confidence to stay true to yourself, even when the world around you is changing. Purpose also helps you embrace challenges. When you have a clear purpose, obstacles aren't just setbacks, they become opportunities for growth. Challenges are inevitable, but when you're driven by purpose, you view them as part of the journey rather than a roadblock. You understand that every challenge brings with it a lesson or a new perspective that can help you move closer to your goals. This mindset shift turns adversity into a stepping stone rather than something that holds you back. The power of purpose is also reflected in your ability to inspire others. People who live with purpose have a contagious energy. When others see you living with intention and passion, they're often motivated to reflect on their own lives and search for their own sense of purpose. Purpose-driven people have the ability to influence and uplift those around them simply by the way they live and the passion they bring to everything they do. Ultimately, purpose gives life meaning. It's what gets you out of bed in the morning and what gives you a reason to keep going even when things get difficult. It's the driving force that turns ordinary actions into something extraordinary because they are connected to a greater vision. Whether your purpose is personal growth, helping others, creating something lasting, or making a positive impact on the world, it provides the foundation for a fulfilling, motivated, and meaningful life. When you live with purpose, you live with power. Staying open and staying kind are two interconnected principles that can profoundly transform your life and the lives of those around you. To stay open means to approach life with a willingness to learn, adapt, and embrace new experiences. It's about letting go of preconceived notions and judgments, allowing yourself to be influenced by the world and the people in it. This openness fosters growth, creativity, and deeper connections with others, enriching your life in ways you might never have imagined. Being open requires vulnerability. It means being willing to share your thoughts and feelings, to take risks, and to be receptive to feedback. This vulnerability creates a safe space for authentic relationships to flourish. When you allow others to see you for who you truly are, you encourage them to do the same. It's a reciprocal exchange that fosters trust and understanding, paving the way for deeper, more meaningful connections. Openness allows you to appreciate different perspectives, broadening your horizons and challenging your own beliefs. By embracing diverse viewpoints, you cultivate empathy, which is essential for building strong relationships and communities. Staying open also means being receptive to change. Life is full of uncertainties, and the ability to adapt to new circumstances is crucial for personal growth. When you resist change, you limit your potential and hinder your ability to learn. But when you embrace change with an open heart and mind, you unlock new possibilities. You learn to navigate challenges with resilience, turning obstacles into opportunities. Openness encourages you to step outside your comfort zone, try new things, and discover hidden strengths and passions that you might not have known existed. Kindness is the natural extension of this openness. When you approach life with an open heart, kindness flows effortlessly. It's about recognizing the humanity in others and treating them with compassion and respect. Kindness doesn't just benefit those on the receiving end, it also enriches your own life. Acts of kindness create a positive feedback loop that uplifts everyone involved. Whether it's a simple smile, a compliment, or a helping hand, these small gestures have the power to brighten someone's day and create a ripple effect of positivity. Staying kind also involves practicing patience and understanding, especially in challenging situations. We all face moments of frustration, anger, or misunderstanding. In these instances, it's essential to remember that everyone is fighting their own battles. By choosing kindness, you create an environment where empathy thrives and conflicts can be resolved more amicably. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a step back and consider the other person's perspective. This shift in mindset not only helps de-escalate tension, but also strengthens relationships. Moreover, kindness can often be an antidote to negativity. In a world that can sometimes feel harsh and unforgiving, choosing to be kind is a powerful statement. It's a reminder that positivity can prevail over adversity. Kindness inspires hope and encourages others to reflect on their actions and attitudes. By fostering a culture of kindness, you create a space where people feel valued and supported, leading to a more harmonious and collaborative environment. Staying open and staying kind also means actively listening to others. When you engage in conversations with a genuine desire to understand, you demonstrate respect and care. Listening isn't just about hearing words, it's about being present and fully engaged. This kind of active listening allows for deeper connections as people feel heard and validated. It fosters trust, which is essential for any healthy relationship. In addition, practicing kindness towards yourself is just as important. Being kind to yourself allows you to approach life's challenges with grace and compassion. It means giving yourself permission to make mistakes, learn, and grow without harsh self-criticism. When you cultivate self-kindness, you become more resilient and open to experiences. You learn to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you extend to others, creating a more positive inner dialogue. Ultimately, staying open and staying kind create a powerful synergy. Openness invites new experiences, perspectives, and relationships into your life, while kindness enhances those connections, fostering a sense of belonging and community. Together, they cultivate a life rich with meaning, fulfillment, and joy. By embodying these principles, you not only enhance your own life, but also contribute to a more compassionate and understanding world. In times of uncertainty and division, the commitment to stay open and stay kind can be a beacon of hope, guiding us toward a brighter future. Celebrating your journey is about recognizing and honoring the path you've taken, regardless of where you currently stand. Life is a series of moments, choices, and experiences that shape who you are and contribute to your growth. Each step, whether big or small, brings lessons that deserve acknowledgement. In a world that often focuses on outcomes and achievements, taking the time to celebrate your journey encourages a deeper appreciation for the process itself, reminding you that every moment matters. When you celebrate your journey, you cultivate gratitude. It's easy to get caught up in what you haven't accomplished or where you feel you should be, but pausing to reflect on how far you've come shifts your perspective. Each milestone, even the seemingly insignificant ones, is a testament to your perseverance, resilience, and growth. Recognizing these moments fosters a sense of gratitude for the experiences, challenges, and people that have influenced your path. Gratitude not only boosts your mood, but also strengthens your motivation to continue moving forward. Moreover, celebrating your journey helps you acknowledge the hard work you've put in. Often we rush from one goal to the next without taking a moment to recognize the effort that got us there. When you take the time to celebrate, you validate your experiences and remind yourself of your capabilities. This self-recognition builds confidence and reinforces the belief that you can overcome obstacles and achieve your goals. It serves as a powerful reminder that every struggle, setback, and triumph has contributed to your growth. Celebration is also about embracing the lessons learned along the way. Life is not just about reaching a destination, it's about the insights gained through experiences. Each challenge offers a lesson that can propel you forward in ways you might not yet realize. Celebrating your journey means reflecting on those lessons, understanding how they've shaped your values and perspectives, and using that knowledge to inform your future choices. This reflection allows you to appreciate the beauty in the struggle, recognizing that it's often in adversity that we find our greatest strength. In celebrating your journey, you also create space for self-compassion. We can be our harshest critics, focusing on what went wrong or what we could have done differently. But honoring your journey involves treating yourself with kindness and understanding. It's about recognizing that growth takes time and that setbacks are part of the process. By practicing self-compassion, you cultivate resilience, allowing you to bounce back from difficulties and continue pursuing your goals with renewed energy and enthusiasm. Celebrating your journey fosters connection with others. Sharing your experiences can inspire and motivate those around you, showing them that they too can navigate their own paths. Whether through storytelling, social media, or simply engaging in conversations with friends and family, your journey can resonate with others. It reminds them that they are not alone in their struggles and that every path is unique yet equally valuable. In this way, celebrating your journey not only enriches your life, but also contributes to a sense of community and shared experience. Another vital aspect of celebration is the joy it brings. Life is full of ups and downs, and finding reasons to celebrate, no matter how small, adds positivity and joy to your days. It shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's present and abundant. Celebrations can take many forms, whether it's treating yourself to something special, taking a moment to reflect, or sharing your accomplishments with loved ones. These moments of joy serve as reminders that life is meant to be lived fully and that every day brings opportunities for happiness. As you celebrate your journey, consider setting aside time for reflection. Create rituals or practices that allow you to acknowledge your progress and achievements. This could be journaling about your experiences, creating a vision board, or even holding a small gathering with friends to share and celebrate your collective journeys. These practices can help ground you in the present and reinforce the importance of honoring the path you've traveled. Ultimately, celebrating your journey is an essential practice that encourages self-awareness, gratitude, and joy. It empowers you to recognize your growth, embrace the lessons learned, and cultivate a mindset of positivity and resilience. By honoring your experiences, you not only enrich your own life, but also inspire others to reflect on their own journeys. Life is a beautiful tapestry woven together by the threads of our experiences, and every thread deserves to be celebrated. So take the time to appreciate your journey, for it is uniquely yours and is deserving of recognition and joy.